Hello, everybody. This is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Monday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today, we are in week 18 of our Madden NFL 24 Create a Player franchise series for the Trevor Abramowitz series, and we are on the road in Washington, D.C. area, Landover, Maryland. And we are at FedEx Field, home of the Washington Commanders. So we beat them pretty big back on Thanksgiving based episode. I uploaded it, but then I accidentally deleted it, so it's not there currently. So we're going to go to the playoff picture. As you guys saw, we beat the Detroit Lions last episode, and I think the Chicago Bears still might have won that game that they were playing previous to that. So the Detroit Lions are now at the number 7 seed, so they're still thriving to be in the playoffs. So we'll see who's in it and who's not. So 49ers are going to be in the 4th place, and then the Philadelphia Eagles will be placed in the 5th. So we will show you the uniforms, and we'll see you at kickoff. So the Dallas Cowboys, they're going to be wearing their current away uniforms with their navy blue away jerseys, their silver pants, navy socks, and white with silver shoes. And for the Washington Commanders, they're going to be wearing their white jerseys at home with burgundy pants, burgundy socks, and white with black shoes. We'll see you at kickoff.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Howell and the Washington Commanders taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Alright, so now it is kickoff time here in Landover, Maryland, just right outside of Washington, D.C. And most of our government officials actually live in Virginia, part of Washington, D.C. So Washington, D.C. is not a state, it's our nation's capital. So it's a very small community where all the government offices are, and the federal government offices in America are. So they're going to hand this off to Brian Robinson Jr. That is a gain of 2 on the play. So this is now going to be a 2nd down and 8 now for the Commanders. So they're going to actually get pressured on this play. They don't get sacked. So this is going to be an incompletion here for the Washington Commanders. So they're going to step back to pass, and they're going to throw this one. It is incomplete, 4th down and 8, and the Dallas Cowboys are ready to return a punt now. So this is going to be one exciting punt return. I wonder how much we can return it for. So Jordan Lewis, he's going to juke there, and that's not going to be a gain of very much, but this is going to be at the 26-yard line. So this is now going to be a 1st down and 10. So we're going to run the football on 1st and 10. So we're going to hand this off to Tony Pollard, and that is a gain of about 8 yards on that play. So this is now going to result in a 2nd down and 2. So we're going to hand this off to Michael Gallup, and he gets wrapped around down at the 43-yard line. So now we're going to use the stick pass play on 1st down and 10. So Prescott, he's going to use a juke move there, gets a 1st down, a gain of 12 on that play. So we're going to use a Cowboy flood pass play on a 1st and 10. So we're stepping back to pass, And the Commanders are 0-16 on the year, so if you haven't noticed that, they have not won a single game this regular season. So they're probably going to be granted that they're going to be the first team to have the first round overall pick the next season. So CeeDee Lamb, he's going to get this one into the end zone for a Dallas Cowboys touchdown. It is now going to be 7-0 here in Landover. All right, so this is going to be a first down and 10. So Sam Howell, he's actually going to run the football, handing it off to Brian Robinson Jr. That's a second down and 8 now for the Commanders. So they have allowed at least 509 points this regular season, and we had one big time against them back in, I think it was week 12-ish or something, so right around week 12. So now Sam Howell, I think, is going to hand this one off to Brian Robinson. This is going to result in a 4th and 3, so the Commanders have to give it up. So it looks like Jordan Lewis will be ready to return now for the Cowboys. So looks like we're going to get a pretty fair gain down at the 41. I think it sounds pretty fair to me. So we're going to use the HB Power O run play using Tony Pollard. So Dak Prescott hands it off to Pollard. And Tony Pollard, he has lots of daylight ahead of him. There's no defenders trying to stop him. And he gets this one into the end zone for a Dallas Cowboys touchdown. All right, so I got a 2-point conversion after we scored that Tony Pollard touchdown. But now we use a hit stick on the play. So luckily, Brian Robinson Jr. for the Commanders had held on to the football. So he held it on pretty tight, because if he didn't, he would have lost it, and Dallas could have recovered either way. So catches that, steps out, gains 5 on that play. It is now 2nd and 5. So Sam Howell and the Commanders, it looks like that they're going to actually run it. And that's a 3rd and 4. So this will most likely end the first quarter here in Landover, Maryland. So I think Dallas is going to try to still play some defense here. Commanders do get a first down. So this will end the first quarter, and the Dallas Cowboys are up 15-0 here in Landover, Maryland, just right outside of Washington, D.C. Like I said, it's not a state, it's not a province, and we get an INT with Trevor Abramowitz. The Mount Lebanon, Pennsylvania native is going to get his first career pick 6, and that's going to be taken all the way to the end zone for a Dallas Cowboys touchdown. The Penn State product gets his first pick 6 of his career. It's not his first defensive touchdown of his career. He had one last, or might have been the episode before, against Miami Dolphins. So he just read the quarterback's eyes there, and he just ran it all the way. So it's now going to be 22-0 here in Landover, Maryland. All right, so now this is 1st down and 10. Commanders using the I formation, so they're going to run it. And Abramowitz, who had gotten the pick 6, brought down Brian Robinson Jr. So now this is going to be a 2nd down and 5. So it looks like that they're going to actually step back to pass, and this is going to be another INT. This time it's going to be by Jaron Kear, so this is going to be a flag on the play. Let's see what that is all about. So this is, I think, going to be on the legal man downfield. So we declined the penalty, and this means it's going to be our possession. So Commanders already now have 2 turnovers on the day. Sam Howell, like I said, has an interception. So now Tony Pollard, he's going to get this one into the end zone for a Cowboys touchdown. So we're going to do a 2-point conversion. So we're already up, going to be up 30-0 if we get this one in. So 28-0. We're going to hand this one off to Tony Pollard, and that's going to be a Cowboys touchdown, 30-0 here in DC. All right, so now this is 1st and 10, so they're going to step back to pass. That is going to be an incompletion there on that play, so this is going to result in a 2nd down and 10. So Sam Howell, it looks like he's going to throw this pass. It is incomplete. He got pressured there. If he didn't have thrown the ball, it would have been a sack, but if somebody had their palms wide open to catch the football, it would have been an interception either way too. But this is going to result in a 4th and 11. So 4th down and 11. Cowboys are already up 30-0. So Jordan Lewis, he is about to return the punt. So it looks like I'm going to return this punt. And this might look like I'm probably going to take this one all the way into the end zone. And yes, I do get it in. So it's now going to result in a 37-0 Dallas Cowboys lead. All right, so this is now a 1st and 10. And they're going to run it with Brian Robinson Jr. That's about a 2nd and 7. So that's roughly about 3 yards gained on that play. So we're going to blitz on the defense. 2nd and 7 now. They're going to step back. And that is a pass deflection. So that's going to be incomplete. So this is now 3rd down and 7 now. And Sam Howell is going to throw this one. That's going to be incomplete. 4th down and 7. So Jordan Lewis, last time he returned, it was already a touchdown. So it looks like that he might return one. He may or may not return one, but you just never know. So I use a nice juke move there and another juke move there. And then I do unfortunately get stopped at the 41. So this is now going to be a 1st down and 10. So Dak Prescott, he's going to hand this one off to Tony Pollard. That's going to be at least a 2nd and 6. So it looks like, oh geez, I'm going to have to use the full house formation. I got to make this play very quick before the 2-minute warning. And I step back to pass. So I'm going to throw this one out to CeeDee Lamb. And this is going to be a 2-minute warning. And this is going to be a Dallas Cowboys touchdown. And it's going to be 44-0. All right, so now this is a 1st and 10. Minute 53 seconds left to go in the first half. Dallas already up 44-0. So it's hard to believe that it's the final game of the regular season and the Commanders are about to go winless. So they're going to throw this pass out, and that's going to be a 3rd and 11. 2 INTs thrown by Sam Howell today. So Sam Howell, what's he going to do? He's actually going to get sacked on this play, and this is going to be a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and it's going to be 52-0 here in Landover, Maryland. So it turns out we did not make the 2-point conversion. So Sam Howell, it looks like he is going to step back to pass, and that's going to be incomplete. So I don't think they're going to qualify the playoffs, or they have not even been qualified for playoffs ever since they've been losing all their games. So they're going to throw this pass. I think that's going to roughly be a 3rd and 3. So they're going to wind down the clock to a minute now. And it looks like we do get an INT. Donovan Wilson, he is just going to run this one, and he's going to take a pick six for the Cowboys. And it's now going to be 50. I'm hoping that this could probably be 58-0, but 52 seconds are left, so we're going to run it, and it is good. All right, so now this is going to be 1st down and 10, and this is going to be a pass deflection. Should have been intercepted, by the way. So this is resulting in now a 2nd down and 10. So it looks like Sam Howell, he's going to throw this pass way too high, and that is going to result in an incompletion. So now this is going to result in, I think, a 3rd down and 10. So 3rd and 10. So we're already up 58-0 here. So question is, do the Commanders get the 3rd down conversion? The answer is an absolute no. So I kind of jumped there, and this is going to result in an automatic 1st down for the Commanders. So encroachment for 5 yards. So 1st and 10, 35 seconds remaining in the first half. So this is 2nd down and 10. So 3 INTs. So 3 INTs are made for the Commanders. So they're going to throw this pass. It is incomplete. Now this is going to result in a 3rd and 10. So it appears that the Commanders are going to throw this one. It's incomplete. So this is going to result in a 4th down and 10. 25 seconds are left in the first half, by the way. Cowboys already up 58-0. So I can't wait for what the postseason will hold. So looks like Jordan Lewis, he will probably take this one all the way, and he is going to do it again. So this is now, I think, going to be 64-0 at the moment right now. We'll see you in the second half. All right, so now this is going to be kickoff time, and this is going to begin the second half. So Dallas Cowboys are up 66-0 here in Landover, and it's just hard to believe that it's now 66-0, and we're probably going to have over 100 points scored by the end of this episode, no guarantee. So we're going to hand this one off to Tony Pollard. So he's going to break some tackles here. And he's still stumbling along the line, so he's going to use every chance he gets. So it's going to be a touchdown, and we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, so now this is 1st and 10 with 4:29 to go in the third. Dallas Cowboys are already up 74-0 in the 1940 NFL Championship game when the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins battled each other off. It was 73-0, and we were a point ahead, but we're still trying to aim at a little over 100 by the final score. So I think this is now 3rd and inches. So 3rd and inches now for the Commanders. So Commanders got a long ways ahead of trying to get a touchdown here. So actually 1st down here. So this is 1st and 10. So the Commanders are just simply wanting to run the ball more, and they simply want to get their first touchdown of the game. So they're going to throw this pass, and that was a 2nd and 1. So 2nd down and 1 with 3 minutes, 10 seconds left. They're going to actually run this one. Does he get the first down? They are going to say no. He did not get the first down. So this is now going to result in a 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1 typically would mean that they're going to probably not get the first down. So this is going to be a 4th and 1. So 4th and 1 really means that they're going to just punt it away. They're going to punt. And this is a 4th and 1. So they're going to have to punt this. And this is going to be at the 11-yard line. So there has to be some type of strategic game plans. We got to not allow the defense to give up on us. So we got to use a juke move. And I think this is going to be like 89 yards or something. We're going to take this one all the way to the house. So it's going to be 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in the third quarter. All right, so now this is 1st and 10. Sam Howell throws this pass. It is incomplete. 2nd down and 10. We're going to blitz here. And 2 minutes, 5 seconds left. And they're going to run this football. And that's going to be a 1st down and 10. So 13 carries, 71 yards for Brian Robinson Jr. And this is now 1 minute 30 seconds left in the third. Ball is knocked out. Dallas says they have the fumble recovery, and they do. So this is going to result in a 1st down and 10. So we're going to use a halfback power O run play. So the Commanders now have 5 turnovers. Cowboys have none. And I think we get shoved down. 273 rushing yards for Tony Pollard today. So this is going to be one rad and electrifying game. So this is going to be a 1st and 10. And I think we're going to use a PA Power O passing play. And it's now 81-10. I'm getting sacked by Chase Young, the former Ohio State linebacker. So that's a 2nd and 19. That was a loss of 9 yards. I cannot take that from really anybody. So we're going to step back. And we're going to actually get the 1st down. I'm going to take a timeout here. I know it's third quarter already, but there's only 8 seconds remaining. So I don't want to waste my time doing absolutely nothing at all. So we're going to step back to pass, and CeeDee Lamb will get the touchdown, and we'll see you guys in the 4th. All right, so now this is 89-0 here in DC. So I think we should be able to score over 100 points by the end of this episode. So already 3 INTs, and the Cowboys fans are going to be very 100% pleased. The Commanders fans, not 100% pleased, because they saw all the INTs and fumble losses and punt returns for touchdowns. So this is a 3rd and 10. So I think they're going to step back, and that's going to be an incomplete 4th and 10. So Jordan Lewis will be ready to return now for the Cowboys. And 89-0. This is just one pleasant score. So I think this feels like more of an NBA game score. So 89 points is more of like an NBA basketball, because they score every shot they can take. So, and it's usually 2 or 3. So now they're going to run the football. That's going to be 300 yards even by Tony Pollard today, rushing wise. So 322 rushing yards for Dallas. So we're going to throw this one out to CeeDee Lamb. That's going to be another touchdown for the Cowboys. And they're just edging the Commanders. And we're going to use a Power O run play for a 2-point conversion. So now we're going to run it, and this is going to be a good 2 points. All right, so now this is 1st and 10, and Sam Howell gets sacked by Micah Parsons. So This will be Micah Parsons' first sack of the game, so it's going to be a 2nd down and 19. So it looks like that he's going to step back to pass, and this is going to be an incompletion. So this will result in a 3rd and 19, 97-0 Dallas Cowboys. So Dallas is obviously going to take the win today. So they're going to claim the reception, and this will not result in a first down. That was only a gain of 9 anyway, so 4th and 10. So we're going to return this punt with Jordan Lewis. So they're going to punt this one out. And we only face them twice in a season. So now Jordan Lewis, he is going to take this one all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. So I think this probably will be his 3rd punt return for a touchdown in this one. So it's going to be, reminds me of like Rey Mysterio doing a 619 on that celebration, just pinning the Miz, or even John Cena doing his famous pin. Like every WWE superstar pins or does a submission. So now this is going to be 105-0. All right, so this is going to be a 1st and 10. So we're going to step back to pass with Dak Prescott. And it looks like I'm going to throw this one out to Leighton Vander Esch. Oh, I thought Leighton Vander Esch was about to... Oh, wait, he's on that other side. So he's going to play a little bit of offense since he's a middle linebacker. So Leighton Vander Esch is going to get a receiving touchdown. And this will probably make this score 113-0. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st down and 10. 1 minute, 8 seconds left in the 4th. And they're going to throw this pass way deep out to Jahan Dotson. And this is now 2nd down and 10 from the 35. So it appears that they're going to step back to pass here. And Sam Howell will get sacked by Micah Parsons. So 113-0. And we probably have now about 1,200 points scored this regular season. So 4th and 18. The Cowboys are ready to return the punt now. 30 seconds are left. And this might wind up being a 1,200 point scoring regular season for the Dallas Cowboys. So that's going to be something. I mean, this is arcade mode. I prefer this over any other type of mode, in my opinion. So, tell you the truth, I'm going to go back to my recent plays, and I'm thinking about throwing this pass out to Leighton Vander Esch. So he was the farthest out tight end, so he had one offensive touchdown. So he's going to play a little bit of offense, a little bit of defense. So he's going to get a reception. That's going to be another touchdown, and this will likely end the regular season on further short notice. So it's now going to be 121-0. If we don't get this in, that's okay. We still win the game big time, 119-0. So it's no big deal. It's just a win. So we get it in. It's now 121-0. Oh, snap. We are so lucky that we got a fumble recovery on a kickoff drive. So this is now 121-0. So we'll try to make this 127-0. And this is going to conclude the game, no exception. So 127-0 is going to be the final score. We scored on the last minute. So the Dallas Cowboys win and will clinch the first round playoffs for the NFC. So we're going to actually show you, after statistics, who will be facing who. And obviously we're going to get a first round bye no matter what. So our projected opponent will probably be the Pittsburgh Steelers if both of them make it. So we made it very clear that we're going to go to the score summary, and we're going to actually go take a look, 127 to nothing. So 362 passing yards, perfect passer rating, by the way, 7 touchdowns. Sam Howell only had 3 INTs. I think all of them were returned for pick sixes, by the way. 4 touchdowns, 300 rushing for Tony Pollard today. Receiving wise, 245 yards for CeeDee Lamb, 5 touchdowns. Leighton Vander Esch had 2 touchdowns on offense. We haven't really used him a whole lot on the offense. So Micah Parsons, 2 sacks. Leighton Vander Esch had a sack. Chase Young had 1 sack. Interceptions, Jayron Kearse, Donovan Wilson, and Trevor Abramowitz all had pick sixes in today's episode. And Abramowitz did, Donovan Wilson did. Oza Ogunzua had 1 fumble recovery for a touchdown. So 3 punt returns for touchdowns, the longest of 102 for Jordan Lewis. So we're actually going to show you the next, the playoffs bracket for the coming week. So now that the regular season is over, we can finally relax, have the postseason to ourselves. So we'll get the first round bye, most definitely, and the Miami Dolphins too. So Cleveland was in the playoff picture the whole time. They did not qualify because they lost to the Cincinnati Bengals. So Steelers are still at that number, and then the Raiders ended up winning. So that's why they got the number 7 spot. So Dallas Cowboys are going to get that first round bye. So our projected opponents could either be Carolina, Detroit, Chicago, Tampa Bay, San Francisco, and Philadelphia for the divisional round. So we'll see you guys at divisional round playoffs.